Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, guys. We're going to go over some trades I committed to Friday, and it was going to be 2 trades, and then we will go over them now, why I chose them, how I entered, and how I exited. So let's jump into the strategy. My first trade was 11:39 ET. It's going to be 8:39 Central Time, which this chart goes off of. We can see right here, 8:39. The Qs are actually hitting this little 50 right here. So I knew we were going to have a rejection pre-market. It's not hitting against our weekly high. We had a, to me at least, it's going to be a lot slower day, or it's going to be entries for shorts. So as soon as the market opens, you can see it hits its high over the weekly, and then it comes right back down. And the position that I was looking for to enter, I was watching NASDAQ and ES, and at 8:40.39, excuse me, right, this candle right here, ES hits the 50 and bounces directly off. So I'm saying to myself, maybe that this isn't the right entry. We have ES and we have the NASDAQ kind of coming up. We might have a retest, but a little bit more in the 8:39. We have this bounce right here off this 50, and that's kind of what I wanted to see. And it couldn't hold above it, excuse me, which is this green line right here. So 8:39 on the Qs. We had it come back to green, hit our EMA right there, right here, right? Go below, retest, which we thought it was going to do. And this is where we kind of put on the trades. So we scaled in one, and then it dropped. So the signal here, or the out that I was looking for, was somewhere around the weekly high. I knew it was going to run a little bit from there. So what I wanted to do, I had this price in hand, so I let it drop a little bit. I actually exited at 11:45, so it's going to be 8:45. I let it come all the way up and retrace back to here, and I believed it was no longer good validation. So I got a nice little 40 cent winner off of that. Not incredibly large position, extremely risk managed, scaled in, followed my stops, took my profits, and can't really explain any more than that. You have a nice downtrend right here, and if I would have caught that in the moment, we could have rode it back up with some calls. But I don't want to get it stuck in over trading, because remember, your mental is the biggest thing you need to master in this game. So as soon as you see a channel like this and the breakout, breakout's going to look like this. So as soon as you see that channel and your breakout, I personally would take that position, right? So it's going to be 11:49. Let's see what it looks like on a Heineken Ashy chart. So we got our little trend down right here. A little bit different on the Heineken Ashy. Doesn't look as valid, but it's still a decent breakout. So if you would have chose that right as it took over this position and crossed over, you would have been able to ride it over the 50, and that is looking like 307.96 or 69, excuse me, to at least 308. So you're looking at, you know, a dollar move plus some. If you want to take it back to the week high, you could easily had your target at the 50 level or the week high level you see previously. So that would have been a good trade as well. Wanted to go into puts, a little bit biased, but that's really what you can do. The second position I got was calls, and that was at 9:10, and it looks like what I saw here was a small bounce and retrace at the 50 level as we experienced earlier, and I kind of wanted to take that since it wasn't breaking below previously. Since it wasn't breaking below this level previously, I knew that we most likely had a trend going our way on calls. We have a nice support line right there. So as soon as it hits that support, 9:10, won't reach it again, I'm taking calls. And I had a profit target somewhere around the weekly high, so I went ahead and took it, most of the risk off the table, and let a couple contracts ride, and then I was getting out around there. So 9:10 on the futures, you have the same thing, right? You have an uptrend, and of course this is in hindsight. You have an uptrend here, and you easily have your weekly high, which you can use as a target, and you can get out that point. So why are we not doing calls, or puts, excuse me? We're not doing puts because it doesn't look like an obvious downtrend. It looks like a lot of chop. You want to trade what you can see, and right here I saw this level's holding. We're not going below it. Trying to get back to the 50, getting over the 50. Good position to enter. Everything looks good, right? 910. We have the reversal right here. That's what I want to see. All of my indicators mentally are telling me to move on this trade. You can't be scared to move because that's half the game. So if you're scared to trade, you're not going to trade, and therefore you won't win money. But you should think about trading more than your winnings, because when you realize that you can trade and win money or get money every day, then the money comes. But you have to master the trading first. So always start small, or you're going to blow up accounts. So that's kind of my recap of the day. Not too fun. It's a good day. Don't have anything to complain about, and made about 12% on what we traded. So see you next time. Have fun. Thanks for watching.